What's up, everybody? Hey, how's it going? Welcome to the second year we've been doing this. This is the Great Christmas White Fight, unofficial, official watch party. Where we will break down live the entirety of the show. But who am I? I'm not an expert. I'm Charlie. I'm just your host. But AJ's an expert. What's up, AJ?
What's up? Merry Christmas!
Ah, so, for folks that don't know you, can you tell them who you are, what you do, and what we're going to be doing?
Yes, my name is AJ Rochester, and I am a casting producer, senior casting producer on the Great Christmas Light Fight. I have been there since season 1. We are currently casting season 14, and you are watching season 13 this year, tonight even.
Yes. So, what we're going to do for those that didn't watch us last year, we're going to watch the Great Christmas Light Fight. We're going to have ours on mute. And then you're probably going to watch it. You're probably going to come in during the commercial breaks. But during the show, AJ here is going to talk about the contestant. She's going to talk about maybe how they got on, what maybe how long they've been gone. I don't know exactly what she's going to talk about, but she's going to talk about the contestants, right?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I have a question, though.
Yeah.
Are we just
Yeah.
watching and not talking during the muted bits, or can we comment while we're muted?
So, yeah, we're talking the whole time.
Okay, I thought so. I
Talking.
couldn't quite remember.
Yeah.
I was like, I remember talking a lot last
Yeah.
year, and I was like, was I not allowed to or
Yeah.
supposed to?
No, so we talked. The first one I think we did is we talked while the show was going. And it was double audio, so people are like, we don't know what you're saying. So we like, oh, that makes sense. So we muted the show and then we just talked.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So we're gonna have a lot of fun. Pretty relaxed, really. We're just gonna sit here. We're gonna have a great time. So I was talking to Brian Michael. He's live right now with at the Slanker's house. We were on in season 12, and I asked them. Yes, Rob and Lori, and Rob's even wearing the same bowling shirt tonight. I'm like, oh, that's an awesome shirt.
Listen, we worked with the Slankheads for a long time to get on the show.
Yeah, they're talking tonight. Like, hey, they told us to put lights on the roof. We put it up that season and never again. It was awesome.
Look. We don't expect you to keep it like that forever, and we do often say that when the show comes out, people go extra. They go extra big, extra hard. It may not necessarily always look like it did on the show, but once is enough for us.
Yeah, exactly right. You got to film it the perfect way. And I was asking, I said, you and I did their episode last year. And I said, did you guys go back and watch it? I said, we went back to watch it because we actually didn't think anybody liked us. And we watched it like, and then they liked the response. Everybody complimenting him and talking about the show. So I was curious if anybody we broke down that were contestants actually came back and watched it, and they did. So kind of neat.
Yeah, I think it's good. Like, I think they work so hard, and when we get there and they film, they're so tired. I don't even think they remember, what they did to get through it, because it's 3 days of like really intense filming.
Oh yeah, they're saying they were talking about his shirt he wore, and he said, I wore the shirt because I like the shirt. But then we were up to midnight, 1 o'clock, and the temperature dropped 20 degrees. The wind picked up from the north. Well, I was cold, but I can't change my shirt.
Yeah.
Okay, pick your outfits. They go, was it 3 outfits every contestant needs? Is that right?
Oh, yeah. It's always good to have a backup, and there's a couple of different costume changes for different interviews and whatnot, because there's interviews, pre-interviews and post-interviews.
Cool. So let's catch up on some folks who are coming in. Josh is saying, hey, AJ.
Hey,
and for those that are tuning in, if you're seeing AJ and me looking like we belong on a phone, it's because YouTube's doing it 2 different ways right now. We are broadcasting in vertical and horizontal, so just switch to the other one. My wife is watching. She says cheers.
Hi, Jean.
Hey, Jane. DB says hello, both.
Hello.
Eddie with the French version of "Let's Go."
Let's go. Ho, ho, ho.
I love it. Alan's saying, "Hey, y'all, Merry Christmas." Rob's tuning in, and Giatano's getting a sneak.
No, Gitano.
Now, are you working with him to get on the show?
We do not reveal who might possibly be, coming up in future episodes.
Oh, you don't? Okay. All right. So one thing I did last year is I went to my cousin's house, who was about 45 minutes away. He has a drive-through episode, so I went out and filmed him, and then put it. What's it called when you put the videos in a box, or what's that called?
Oh,
Dropbox.
in a box folder.
Okay, so I put all that video up. I don't usually talk to that side of the family. They're great cousins, but we're distant. We're not really distant because we're like second cousin, 2 times removed, and 45 minutes removed. So I don't know if he's getting on or not, or if he. I think he probably has a lot of dark spots. So I think it's probably a couple of years. But shout out to the Chance family Christmas lights. So what are you doing right now? We got still about 5 minutes before the Great Christmas Light Fight goes live. If y'all got some questions, get them. And of course, this is your time to use her as a resource. We got Salt Lover saying, "Hi, my name is what? And Anacarian? Okay.
And Cassian, maybe.
All right. Never seen Salt Lover on here, so great to have you on here. See, Old E is in here. Hi, y'all. Bill Parrish, one of our old school folks. Bill Parrish coming in. Bill's been with us for 8 years now. Let's see here. And Monty's tuning in.
And if you are wanting to apply to Great Christmas Light Fight, you can go to lightfightcasting.com. We are currently casting. So we're out there looking for displays. We're scouring the interwebs. We rely on referrals. If you know a great display, feel free to tell us about it. Yes, we might already know about it, but we also might not. And you can actually go on and nominate someone. You can go to lightfightcasting.com and actually say, hey, I know these people. I've seen this display. Here it is. Check it out. And then we'll hunt them down and chase them, maybe slash stalk them slightly.
So I thought I had that saved from last year, but I don't.
I always say I'm like the friendliest stalker on the internet.
Oh, yeah.
Like I'll stalk your family, but only in a nice way, right? Like I'll only just look up all of your info and call you, and then call your neighbors and say, hey, we really want them on the Great Christmas Light Fight. I promise I'm legit. Google me.
That's a great. So you've actually called neighbors before?
Oh,
Awesome.
yes. We've had people walk across the street. We've called city halls. We've called local police departments. We're like, listen, you know that street that has all those traffic problems? We want them on our show.
That's genius calling the police. I knew you called. I think you told me before it called city halls, but calling police departments is genius.
Well, because they already know about it. they know where
they already know where the traffic
because
problems
I'm telling you,
yeah.
Right? Sometimes these houses, I'll find a tiny clip on TikTok, and there might be a street sign in the corner of it for a second, and then I go to Google Maps and I do Google View, and I'll walk down the street until I see the house that has the same structure, and then I'll get that address and I'll go and look it up, and I'll find their phone number and I'll call them and I'll be like, hey. It's like being a detective. Awesome. It's part detective, part stalker.
But the good kind of stalker.
The best stalker, a Christmas stalker who just wants you to win $50,000.
Yeah, like, I'm trying to give you money. Take my call.
Yeah.
So while we're talking about that, what is there a story? Is there a story that sticks in your head? Like, what's the most outlandish response you've ever had to a cold call? Is there one that sticks out?
People cry. Which is crazy because they're like, oh my God, I love the show. I can't believe you're calling me. And I'm like, well, why haven't you applied? And they always say, we never thought we were good enough. And I'm like, have you seen your display? I think that's the craziest, is that these people who have these incredible displays and they give back to their community and they spend the whole year building this and they love the show and they just have never applied. I'm like, are you crazy? Well, yes, we know you're crazy because you're crazy for Christmas, but now get crazy with us.
Yeah, exactly. So what else are you working on right now besides the Light Fight? Anything going on?
Well, no, mostly that. I mean, I've written a movie of my own.
What?
I've actually written a couple of Christmas movies.
Very cool. Have any of them come to fruition yet? Not
yet, because we've just written them, but I do have a contact at a very well-known Christmas channel. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, I was walking down the hall earlier, and my friend Mark was there. I said, "Hey, Mark, funny minute. You might even call him Hallmark because we were in a hall and his name's Mark. It's weird."
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Just spitballing there.
Yes. Yes. So I'm a member of the Television Academy, which means I get to vote on the Emmys. I get to go to the Emmys. And one of the Emmy events did happen to be a very well-known Christmas channel. And I walked straight up and went, "Hey, I've got a movie. Can I meet with you?" And he said, yes. So sometimes you got to shoot your shot.
All right, let me bring up the light fight right here. They're already going live here. So real quick, we'll talk about that here in a sec. We'll talk about your because I want to hear more about that.
Oh my
So we got
gosh.
the light fight going on right now. We got 3 families in today's episodes. Did you work with any of the families in tonight's episode?
I did. I found a couple of these people personally, but we generally work with them all because I do a lot of the interviews. But there's one particular family here that it's the smallest house we've ever had on the show, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And here's the thing, a lot of times people say mine's not big enough, and size doesn't matter despite what people might think. Size, it used to matter back in the old days, but now we want originality. We want unique, and if it's small and unique, then yes.
The Hawk family. Okay, so tell us about the Hawk family.
Okay, let me pull up my notes. So the fun fact about Brian, he is an electrician. And they change their display every single year. So which is an incredible effort, like going into that and like building something new, changing it around, doing a different theme. But fun fact, because we take footage from your Christmas display, that's why we cast at Christmas time, so we get your footage.
Oh, yeah.
We asked him to repeat the display because last year we would film a year ahead. So what you're watching right now was filmed last year. We've since changed that format, and we'll talk about that kind of a little bit later. So we did ask him to repeat it, and it was the first time that he ever repeated the display. Now, that shot that you just saw, it's a potato gun, how he launches his lights into the trees, because we always say dark spots are your biggest enemy, and trees are the biggest enemy for dark spots. So he uses a potato gun to shoot the lights up into those tall trees, which is really cool.
I've seen slingshots before. I've seen a water pole before. I've never seen a potato gun do it before.
Look at this. Lauren wrote in her 8th grade yearbook that she wanted to be on the Great Christmas Light Fight.
That was awesome.
Talk about like vision book, like making it happen. And they have these people actually they have the huge Flip the Switch party, and they raise money and collect donations for Toys for Tots. And they have over 300 guests collecting toys for Tots on their big kind of opening event that they have every year.
They must have a huge following.
Well, I think it's really, all of these displays are such stars in their communities, and people love them, and it becomes a part of their traditions, and kids grow up and people get engaged. Like, I can't tell you the amount of stories that I have heard of people growing up and then going back to these displays and asking, their girlfriends to marry them at these places. I think these girls are twins, aren't they? Are they twins? I think they I don't know. No, they're not. Brian's an electrician, which is why he's really good at all of that programming. And all of those metal structures that you're about to see as we walk around, which we call the walk and talk. Okay, this is the walk and talk section. Well, no, this is the light up. I want you to watch this. Every person wanting to get on this show, one, you'll need to come up with a creative way to start the display. Textbook, come up with something unique and fun, because we want it to be a big moment. Now, this is what we call the money shot. Everything lighting up. No dark spots. The camera, the drone, the pan. It's what's called a jib. It's a crane. And this is what you have to think about as these shots focus on the house, the lawn, the trees. Everything needs to be lit up. If it's not, you don't have what's called the money shot. Right? This is the money shot.
The first thing I noticed is the lights on top of his house. Those are Peace lights. Those came from David Peace because he was on the show. Yeah, bring it full circle.
Yeah. It's been really interesting to see people adapt the Peace lights with like mechanical engineering and things like that. Because I do think Brad Luna from last week, I think he used piece sticks to, and then
I didn't pay
motorized
attention.
them.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I could be wrong, but I think they looked like piece sticks that he'd motorized and kind of made mechanical. Now, fun fact. We often say it can take years to get on a display onto the show. Sometimes you can also get lucky and get on in a year. The only way you're going to really make it on in the first year is if, first of all, it's incredible, but if it's super unique,
Okay.
DIY, one of a kind, and this is it, right? Like, look at this snowman, handmade. The bars, he bends all of these structures using a metal bending machine. So he makes all of this himself. Look at this.
Nice.
You've
I like
never
this.
seen
I like the
anything like
glasses.
it, right? And look at the trees. The trees were what got us. When we saw those trees, we were just like, oh my God. And this
I'm
is
sure he's going to say it. Yeah. Yeah. He's got a lot going on here, doesn't he, AJ?
Well, he's filled the spaces. See all those gaps between the trees? He's like got matrices. He's got this mega tree.
Yeah.
He's lined all the windows and the framing of the house. Like, that's what you got, you know, and even in the back, look at the back with these, look, very simple. A single line of rope lights down a tree fills up that space. And then we've got bubbles.
Indeed it does.
The net lighting. Oh, net lighting, it's a game changer because it's a really cheap and effective way of filling space with light, which we love.
Yeah, and I tell people all the time, if you want to get on the light fight, you got to fill your dark spaces.
But even bubbles, look at the bubble machine. The bubble machine is, again, filling space. You know, it's not about having a million lights because, as you can see here, they don't have a million lights.
Yeah.
But they have very effective coverage. Lots of funny shapes, lots of interesting. Look at those shapes on the garage back there.
Yeah. That guy's trying to eat a bubble. Don't put soap in your mouth, buddy.
I mean,
we got our buddy Kristen Moss tuning in.
Hey, that's my boss. Here, look at this on the ground. Net lighting, creating a little scene. The shark, the fish jumping. Like, it's super simple, but it's really beautiful and pretty, and it captures a moment. And this is what I was saying is like the walk and talk, right? You have to have between, I would suggest, 8 to 15 amazing little vignettes that you can walk and talk about. If you don't have those, then you don't have enough to get on the show, especially now that there's only 3 per episode. We have longer time to get to know you, which means we need more moments. Putting pea sticks on the roof, genius. I don't know that anyone's ever done it before. If they have, forgive me, but like, look at that. Great way. Great. Brilliant.
Now, is this an animated show and he just has it static right now?
Yeah, so we do. Kristen will be like, fill out the dark spots. One of the things, if you make them all blinky, 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 you're basically giving black spots, dark spots. So we do encourage, especially for the big money shots, to turn it all on static for that bang moment. So if you're getting footage for us at Christmas, try to not have them all blinky, blinky, at least for like, give us a couple of minutes of like all solid lights. So we've got that wow factor. And then when you play the music, you can have them, you know, blink and whatnot. But look at this. See, look how simple this is.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks like maybe hot air balloons going up. Neat.
It's like,
he's got cables. Okay.
We love the cables.
Smart.
Right.
And it gives it 3D depth.
It does. And there's like all these beautiful little unusual moments. And that globe is handmade. You know, it's like, again, it's another unique moment that you've made it yourself. It's DIY. You know, you can get in the weeds and be like, I made it this way, and this is how I created it, and this is how I programmed it. You know, love it. Moving in different colors, okay, but all lights on, please. Yes, Kristen, all lights on for that footage.
Oh, he's got water cannons, okay.
Which is great. Look at that. And again, it's just like beautiful moments that you can talk about. You know, again, these trees, we loved these trees.
And he made those too, is that right?
I believe he made these trees. It looks like he's made them.
Nice.
I mean, I've never seen them. I've never seen them. I've been to quite a few expos, and I've never seen them. And it does actually look like he's made them with board and wrapped. He's wrapped the frame. But see, that's it. Like, you know, a
older.
few unique moments. And here's one thing: we love clean lines. Look at the
Yes.
clean lines in the garden. If you just throw everything on the ground like Christmas threw up, versus look at these beautiful clean lines. Again, not a million lights, but clean, bright lines and lights. Another handmade little moment. And this is where you can like take store-bought stuff and build a little structure for them, right? Because that's like a store-bought little bear, polar bear.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
But then you build a little structure. It's a little photo opportunity. See, you've got some chairs and some lights and umbrella. Really simple things that can become cute little moments where the judge can sit and talk. And like, again, the netting on the ground, love ground netting. And if you live somewhere where, you know, it's not going to snow, you know, you can use it even more effectively. The batting.
So is that netting, you think, or does he just have looks like maybe 5 millimeter cord strung and tightened?
Yeah, I mean, probably. I don't like. I'm watching this for the first time, just so you know.
Okay.
We don't get to pre-watch any of these, so a lot of those things that we're seeing, they'll probably be talking about, but like, we don't always know.
So were you part of the casting of that family?
So what I didn't interview them. I think it was Sharon who had interviewed them. We have Jamie, myself, Sharon has worked for us. We've had a few different cast and producers. So I don't do all of the families. I do a bunch of the families. So we split up the interviews amongst the whole kind of group. But we kind of, when it comes time to pitch, we know all the families, we know the stories, you know, we're always kind of rooting for everybody. But we're not always, sometimes because there is so many of us, we do kind of split up the work.
So we've got a former light fighter, Brandon Reaver.
Hey, Brandon. I know Brandon. Brandon
DB
loves the Great Christmas Light Fight. He has a display.
Indeed he does.
We do know a lot of families. Look, it's one of those things. I'm not going to publicly come out here and be like, these people are currently in the process or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
You know, but like we do know, like I have hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of families that I'm talking with who would like to be on the Light Fight. So yes, we know a lot of them. We're very instilled in the community. It's so funny. People, which I love, often are like, hey, AJ, have you seen this display? And I love and rely on that because even if I have to say 100 times, yes, I know this family, that is great because there's every now and then where I don't know that family.
So what's been your favorite part of this season? Did you watch last week's episodes?
I did watch last week's episodes. I can't see. Here's the thing, right? We all have our favorites. There's people that we've found. Like I did find Brad Luna, and so when the person you find wins, it is kind of like a little like, ooh. But we're also happy for everybody who wins. You know, like, and it's like, look, they all deserve to win. There can only be one winner. Yeah. So it's like everybody's story is beautiful, and we love them all, and we love all the unique moments and. You know, selfishly, we do have favorites, you know, and some years our favorite doesn't win and we're like, oh, they were robbed. But that's only if it's your opinion, right? Like everybody deserves to win. Everybody who comes on the show deserves to win. And I wish we could give a trophy to everyone.
Yeah. So you went from 4 families to 3 families this year. And I was curious what I personally was going to think of it. I like it a lot because you gave more time to the family, an extra segment. And what was it last week? I forget which family it was, but the guy was editing. He was editing and putting together his Pixel Light show. And I'm like, there's no way they would have taken 2 minutes on this edited portion if there were 4 families. This would have been cut. So I'd like to get more behind the scenes.
It is. You do get to kind of learn more about, you know, the different things and also people's stories because, like, we don't always get to tell everybody's story. And also, they film so many elements, right? Like, you can't put every single element and sometimes things get cut and it's just simply because there's not enough time, you know, and we try to make everyone across America happy. So it's like we try to do little bits of everything. So if there's, you know, 2 people who do 2 majors, only one major might get kind of featured or do you know what I mean? Because it's like this person might have a really cool polar bear enclosure or like, here, look, we got Santa's bar.
Yeah, that's pretty neat.
Like, we
Yeah,
love when we can pull up and have a moment. And Tanya loves to play. Listen, Tanya and Carter as well. I mean, did you see the tree that nearly killed Carter last week?
I was going to ask about that. I've been told you have to, like, we're not going to put the host in anything elevated. I'm like, he's on a swing now.
I know. I know. Oh, look, a great Christmas light fight cookie. Oh, and a trophy cookie.
Nice. They got their cocktails. They got their cookies. Let's go.
It's great. I mean, look at it. It's so great. And look here, even though those trees are only wrapped partially, it's like, it's still okay. Look at this cute little beach scene.
Yeah, it tells a story.
That's the thing. I always try to get people to build scenes. Don't just kind of throw everything out. Look at, we love an American flag. Oh, look at the fireworks. See, really simple. 3 simple fireworks effects over an American flag. Simple moment. It's not 1,000 million gazillion lights. Like, it's not expensive. You know, it is achievable. You just have to think about, what are the scenes that I'm setting and what are the stories I'm telling. And that's the most important thing, not having a bajillion lights. I love it.
Yeah, they're telling a story. Everything's, it looks like they're taking her scene by scene and just kind of painting a word picture for it, but visual there. It's kind of neat.
Well, and the bar scene also, we keep kind of, now that we've got this extra time, it's all but wait, there's more, right? So if you've got your display, you've got to think about you've got the opening shot, then you've got the walk and talks, and then you've got the ad break, and you've got a little tease and like a, but wait, there's more. So we always encourage people to have something in the garage, in your interior, in your backyard, on the street, like whatever it is, something that you can come up with that is a but wait, there's more moment.
And I think last week's first 2 episodes did a great job showcasing that, hey, your driveway is a space that you can use.
Absolutely. And last week, the guy who had the matrix on the driveway, that's a really clever way of like, okay, well, I need to use my driveway every other day until the day the crew come out. Being able to just have something that you can put out and plug in is actually a great fix. And also there was another person who had projection, and projection is also another way to fill the art. Okay, Paul family, I found this house. I found a tiny old clip of it from 4 years ago, and I hunted them down only to discover that this family create a brand new display every single year, and they use their house as a canvas. And from memory, one of them's a school teacher, one of them's an art teacher, one, I can't remember which one. And he covers his house in chicken wire like this.
All right.
And then they buy all the lights, and he creates this beautiful scene. I think she creates it and he builds it from memory. And it's literally like a painting. And then they never do it again. They do it 1 year and they never do it again. But they only do the front of their house. Just the front. So I come into their life.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, wouldn't it be really cool if we took like all of your favorite 4 years and did one on each side of the house?
Nice. And how do they respond to that?
Heck no.
And
then I said, go on, you know you wanna. And they did.
Nice. So we're going to see some artistry on all 4 sides of the house today.
Yeah. And, you know, like I might seem crazy when I ask you these things, but it's kind of worth it, right? Like you get to have this national stage or, you know, international. I love these.
Love the outfits.
They love them.
Love the outfits.
They're so cute. I love it. But like so unique. We have never seen anything like this ever on the show ever. And so to have something that is and same with them, they got on the very first year, right? There was well, and so because they had footage of all the years before, we're like, well, we've got footage of it. It's just not all on all 4 sides. So So we could see, because one of the big things, it's important to us, because a lot of people are like, well, if you come, I'll do all these things. But unless you can prove it, we just can't trust, because life happens, and, it's a big show, and there's, a lot of money involved and a lot of people, and they can't just be like, okay, we promise we'll do this. So we do have to wait for some people to grow. But in this case, we already had the proof of concept because they'd already done it. It's just a matter of now, can you do it 4 times instead of 1?
Now, did you find them because they posted something or somebody posted something of them?
I just stumbled on a clip that wasn't posted by them. And then I started Googling, and then I go to YouTube, because then I usually find there's more information. And then I look them up on white pages, and I call them out of the blue and say, hey. Yeah, and they hadn't applied. They'd never applied. They watched the show. They loved the show. And they did think I was really crazy at first. And they really did say no at first. But some of the different themes they've had, because you'll see them in a minute, but they've had a gingerbread house. They turned their whole house into a gingerbread house. Candy cane, snowman. They had a beautiful, they had this rainbow one. The first one I saw, I think, was the rainbow one that I'd seen. And and they had a fireplace. Their whole front was a fireplace. Once time it was a Christmas tree. Nice. And they're just this cute little everyday couple who just build this crazy art piece on the front of their house.
So the Luna family last week, they used chicken wire balls, and he's using chicken wire for his house. I've had horrible luck with chicken wire and shorting out lights. So I'm very interested in seeing how this goes.
Yeah. I mean, it's cheap and easy to bend. So William Morris is tuning in saying, hey, AJ. Hi.
And then Alan says Cinderella story. What are you talking about, Alan? I don't know what Cinderella's story means. Or you're saying that you think they're going to win. And then Chris is talking about use height for trees and for brightness. Don't have to wrap the lights. Other ways to make them pop. Troy's tuning in from the North Pole Christmas Village.
Oh, hi, Troy. Troy has a beautiful display that is disability access, disability access, and he is just very lovely. We love Troy.
Troy had some folks from Dubai come all the way from Dubai this year just to check out his house.
Wow.
Yeah. Brandon's asking, but yes, I did get your video, Brandon. So AJ, so what I do, I take a page from the Great Christmas Light Fight, and I do my own annual contest. And so Brandon here has asked me if I got video footage of his display. I have, but I haven't opened it yet, because as soon as I open it yet, I have to catalog it, and I haven't done that yet, Brandon. So that's why
Brandon's display has really transformed. So here's something that we do with Great Christmas Light Fight, with people who really do want to get on the show, right? There's a bunch of people and they come to us and they go, I don't care how long it takes. I want to work with you and I want to grow. Can you help me? And we have these things, and I take people and I help them grow. If you're at a certain level and we think you have potential, then I will work with you, and we work one-on-one, and we guide and we encourage. Now, we never say, spend X amount of dollars, put X amount of lights, and you will get on the show. We never say that, because first of all, we don't get to decide. ABC get to decide.
Yeah.
But there are certain elements that we can teach you, and there's a million ways to acquire things. You can recycle, upcycle, you can rescue off the road, you can take local donations. There's a million ways to get things without spending any money. So we do work with people and help them grow, because something people say all the time, my display doesn't look like the ones on the show. Well, that's because we're a television show, and you go hard when the show's coming. You also, we have special cameras that light things up. We have special lighting. You like turning all the lights on instead of blinking. There's ways that we make that display extra special for TV. And also, people do go hard when they know the show's coming. But just because we call you and you be like, it doesn't look like the ones on TV, that's because we work with you and we produce it, and we help you get show ready. Look at this.
Nice. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
So you got I see the rainbow you're talking about.
So he combined. So one year it was the rainbow, and then the other year it was the bells. So like, and then he didn't. The year I saw him, he didn't have the front yard bit. So it was like, and from memory, he may not have done all four sides. I think there was something like we got three or something. I can't remember.
Okay.
But we got multiple images of what had just been single displays, all incorporated into the one. Like that rainbow, I love that rainbow.
Yeah, that's neat.
But look, it's a tiny house. It's tiny, but it's gorgeous.
That's what was it? The Luna family last week had a smaller house too, but ended up.
But it looks so big. It looks so big. Like that,
Yeah.
they've made that space really work.
Very cool.
I love all this. It's just so pretty. But it's so simple, right? Like again, it is not millions of lights and millions of props. It's a simple, unique concept, right? And original concept will get you on the show faster than anything else. And even if it's not, even if it's store-bought, you can still make it original. Like that family last week who had all the little peekaboos and all the little scenes and all the extra little bits and the puns. Like you can take something store-bought and build original, unique moments around it.
Yeah, Troy said he's jealous of the displays this week. There's no snow covering the displays. So he's got 2 feet of snow, okay.
Well, Troy's lucky though. He does have a lot of stuff indoors as well, but he has grown and grown and grown, and he has a lot of exterior now too. Because that's the thing, right? If you have a great interior, it's great, but unless you have this big light up moment at exterior, it's very hard for us to shoot, right? Because the show is this big wham, bam, thank you, ma'am, big light up moment. So, if you have a field or a walkthrough, you're probably going to have to light up your house. There are people, I can't remember what family it is, Kristen. You were telling me today. We had the family, they never lit up their house, and then we were like, please just light up your house. They lit up the house, they got on it. They're never going to light up their house again. But they got on the show.
Okay.
And listen, again, you can borrow lights from people. You don't have to go and buy them.
Yeah, Brendan's saying that anybody, because he had a great time with you guys. He says, fun working with you guys. It's been a few years, not going to lie. So, and Giatano says,
people.
Good.
Wait, what was that? I think AJ what?
No, he thought you were the one that discovered him.
Oh, I think I might. Yeah, I think I might have touched on them, and then originally, and then I think Alicia took over, and no, I did. He's in my folder. He is in my tab. Yes, I remember. Yeah. I was the one. And usually
Rob
that's
says he's gonna
sitting at home, just scrolling through Facebook, looking for Christmas displays, scrolling through YouTube. That is the thing, though. If you do have a display, getting a social media presence really will help us find you. And hashtags, Great Christmas Light Fight, will help us find you. TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. There's many ways, and we spend hours and hours. I usually, it's probably TMI, but I like to sit in a bath at night with a glass of wine and scroll through hours and hours of footage and just save the displays. And then I wake up in the morning and I start work and I start finding people.
No, that's a great thing. Just to be able to sit there, part of your job is to, hey, I'm going to be entertained. That's neat.
It is. It feels, I often joke that I feel guilty for having to get paid to just watch Christmas displays all day.
Well, when you retire, I'll take your job. It'll be okay. You'll leave it in good
Hopefully we'll have years and years of this, because who could take away Christmas?
Yeah.
I mean, it's such a joyful thing to share, it's like, we're just these people, this is what amazes me about people who do this is they're not doing it for money, and they've often poured their own money into this over the years, endless hours, thousands and thousands of hours and sweat and Band-Aids, and they do it just to make other people happy. And the funniest thing is we find these displays, which is why we try to do it at Christmas, because we'll contact them and we'll say, hey, do you have any footage of your display? And they're like, no, we're so busy out there meeting people that they never get footage of it. So it's like we try to get them while it's Christmas so that they can actually run out and actually film it. Oh, yeah. So here's another side of it. Yes. So they did do a couple of sides. There's the gingerbread one and there's the Christmas one. So each of those things were singular ones. The fireplace, so they're mini versions. So basically what happened was the fireplace, they did their full front as one year. And here they're showing the different ones. See, these are the different displays. They've got the display up. So they took the big garage, it was a fireplace, and they made a mini version of it. So this is the way we adapted what they had done previously to scale for us coming out.
Okay. And that's a good way to adapt it too.
Yeah. Here's a but wait, there's more moment.
I hope this is a trophy. That'd be awesome if they make their own trophy.
Hey!
Oh yes. Yes, that's awesome.
Listen, we do love these. Look, if you get on the show, you'll be assigned a producer, and they will kind of work with you, and you'll have a bunch of ideas, and we're like, well, what can we do that's fun and what incorporates your talent, like the cookies in the last one, right? Now we have a great Christmas light fight trophy, which we do love.
Yeah, everybody wants a trophy. I think that the money is just kind of a cool byproduct.
Everyone wants that trophy.
Yeah.
Look, and I always say, by the time you get on the show, you are a very small bunch of people who are an alumni of people with the greatest displays in America, if not the world. And that in itself is a giant win, because we do have thousands of people who want to be on the show.
Mm-hmm.
If you saw our grid, there are thousands and thousands and thousands of people who have reached out and gone, we would like to be on the Great Christmas Light Fight. So the fact that if we reach out to you and you've never reached out to us, that's a win in itself.
Yes.
I mean, look at that. Look at that.
That's a great drone shot right there.
Oh, they're just so lovely. They're so sweet. Honestly, it is such a joy to get to know these people. They're just so lovely.
Yeah, Josh was saying that his problem is they have very few lights on the house or the yard, but they have 100,000 lights in the back. So Josh's display, you get to his house, and then you spend 30 minutes walking through this maze of Christmas displays he has in his backyard. It's cool as all get out.
Yeah, well, I mean, Josh is the classic example of someone who would need to light up something in the front, right? For a big bang, 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 now let's walk through, because it's very hard to get that shot of the walkthrough. So, it's one of those ones where if you can do it and make look at that house. It's not giant, but it's spectacular. So there is a way for you to have a moment that's like, woohoo! And then we can cruise over through the walkthrough and go through it and go through those beautiful moments.
So Josh, get a staple gun, 25,000 white lights, and Clark Griswold your house.
Not white. Come on, get some different colors.
Let's see here. See Ryan Willwright's checking in.
Hey, hi Ryan.
Alan agrees. It's not the money; it's the trophy.
It's true.
Let's see here. I know. Brandon says to you that Sailor finally joining in says hi. And Chicken Wire's differently different.
Hi, Sailor.
Very cool. So let's see here. So we have the third family coming up on this episode. Then we'll call it good for this episode. Can you talk for 30 seconds or however long? What can we expect in next week's episodes with the heavyweights?
Oh my gosh. So shout out to Jamie who found the ship. We have for the first time on Light Fight a ship. And let me tell you, the ship hits the fan. It's really exciting. Heavyweights is incredible. We really did kind of want to have this thing where we've got all our local people and stuff, but there are also incredible displays that do have certain commercial advantages, and they could never compete against residential because that would be unfair. So heavyweights it's a fun, fair way of like showing these really equally epic displays that have the advantage of kind of having commercial backing. But we love heavyweights. Heavyweights is fun. I do secretly wish there was like a middle category, because like there's heavyweights, which are ginormous, and then we've got like our residentials, but every now and then there's like these smaller displays like churches or whatever, but like it's hard to compete against like the big ones. But then we're never going to do like amusement parks, because like you can't compete with Disney or something like that. But
yeah, they have billions of dollars and unlimited workers.
Yeah, exactly. So but I love it. Heavyweights is fun. It's always like jaw-dropping, incredible shots. There's so many fun things going on. I don't want to spoil the surprises of everything. But, I think from memory, is this? Now, see, I always get all of the years confused, but I think there's also one that has a really unique element to it that is, again, something we've never seen in heavyweights before. Do you have the promo by any chance?
Not saved, I don't.
Oh, if it was Brian Michaels, he'd have the promo.
That's what I was saying. He has showed promos tonight when he was at the Lakers. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Okay, now this is Riera. Okay, so when we do your interview, we ask you to come up with a fun introduction. It can be a chant, it can be a song, it can be something silly, fun. And they made up their own original song and they sang it because they're a musical family. Like, was that? No, wait, no, that's not them. No, that's not them. That's not the Rieras. That's someone else. That's in the next episode. Okay. Grandkids help build the castle. Oh, these are the castle people. Okay, I did not find these. I think this is an Alicia find. Alicia, I tell you, she is the most incredible associate we have ever had. I don't know how she does it. She has some secret elves who help her find displays, but she is just unbelievable. She finds families that are either brand new and have only posted one video, or people who've been out there for years and have somehow kind of gone under the radar. And she just finds these incredible people. So look at these. Oh, God, I love the minis. If you have little peekaboo windows, I love them. If you have villages or trains or anything like that, find a creative, fun way to put them on display. And it is another, but wait, there's more moment. We do love a castle on Light Fight too. I have to say castles. And I know it's controversial, but I love a pirate ship. I do. I don't care that pirate ships and Christmas are not synonymous. I think they are. And, I love them.
You see a lot of dinosaurs with Christmas lights nowadays anyway. So, yeah, pirates can be Christmas.
I love it. Okay, so he's a project manager with a mind of an engineer, which is why his display, what you're going to see is it's extremely precise, right? Like he is meticulous. As you saw in the opening shot, he had his little plan. So when you do your interview with us, we ask you to bring show and tell things. Bring a couple of props that are unique. Bring something. So he brought in his plans that showed how he plans everything out. That's one of the things when you are auditioning for the show, there's two stages. The first stage is getting all of your footage in at Christmas. We need footage shot like this, horizontal, not like this. Turn the phone and get the footage like this, please. So we get the footage at Christmas time, and then what was normally summer, which will now be spring moving forward, because now we're filming the same year as it's airing. And we then do an interview. So it's usually quite warm and you dress in Christmas clothes and it's sweltering, and we do your Christmas interview, and we take your interview and your footage and we edit it together, and that's how we pitch you to ABC. Again, look at this moment. Everything's turned on. Everything's on. Nothing's blinking. This is how we want your footage, right? And now we'll later get blinky blinky, but this, the money shot, look at it. Everything's on. So please, in getting your footage for Christmas, turn everything on and get your footage, and then turn the blinky blinkies on later when the people come, right? So we do little shots here. We can do that, but see, again, the big money shot, the sweeping crane shot, or what we call the jib, and sometimes it's now drone. it's all lit, and look at that. Where's the dark spots? There are none. Look at those trees. Another cool thing you can use to light trees is spotlights up, right? So you might not have to do your foliage, but you can do spotlights up into the leaves, and that's going to extend your lighting.
The strobes he had, the string strobes are one of my favorite lights that I own. I love string strobes that they're up in that tree.
Shrubs can kill your display unless you light it up.
Yeah, I get that. Okay, so we got some controller boxes on there. So is this an animated show too, or is he just drawing power there?
I don't know the answer to that. Again, this is the first time I'm seeing this film, and this was Alicia's one, and I didn't actually get to interview them. So, I mean, some of that is. But here's a really good combination of store-bought, but designed immaculately in scenes. Right? So
I love the animated characters.
Yeah, but you can see here, right? Like, that's all store-bought, but look how immaculately it is placed. It's like a department store. And you've got store-bought, but then you've also got the castle that is handmade. So you can combine elements. It's like pea sticks. I tell you, pea sticks, they're everywhere. I tell you.
Yeah. He did a smart job making that a business, didn't
he? Yeah. It's very smart, like genius. But again, look at that floor covering. Look at those lines. I'm telling you, if you have sloppy lines, it looks ugly.
So let me ask you this, AJ. Since he has lights everywhere and it's going to be difficult to walk, do you think that it's possible to get downgraded? Because they don't like the lights on the ground. You hear in a lot of episodes, they don't like the wires. So
we love lights on the ground. No, we encourage lights on the ground.
Okay.
We want you to fill the space. Fill the space, and that includes the ground, because the ground can be an absolute suck of color. It is, and especially on bigger properties, if you've got a 1/4 acre and you've spaced out, we do often ask the people with bigger properties to just shrink it in for us. And yes, you don't have to do it forever, but just do it to film it so we can see it, and then, pull it back out or just have it small that year. And then when we come and film, keep it small.
Speaking of doing DIY, Evelyn Quintero's joining in, saying hi.
Evelyn, I love you. Evelyn is the grandmother of Christmas Light Fight. She is so generous. She sends little bits to contestants. They all have a little piece of her in her yard. I have flowers and a ladybug that she sent me. I found her. I interviewed her.
Did you?
She is like one of my, I could not believe what I saw. And as we worked with her, I couldn't believe how much she grew, and she's still growing.
Yeah.
But I knew, there's sometimes you just know, they're going to win. You're like, this lady is gluing these things in her home, and she's not knitting, she's creating little animals and whole mountain scenes, and you're like, she's going to win. But then, she might not have, because everybody deserves to win, and that's when you get mad.
Yeah. So speaking of which, we've seen all three. So in the comments real quick, even if you're watching this 5 years from now and you don't remember who won, put in here who do you think is going to win.
Who do you
know who won?
I don't know who won.
I'm going to go with the last time.
I don't try to not know.
So yeah, I like it to be a surprise too. I'm going to go with the last family as the winner.
Yeah, I think I would say that is probably likely. Clean lines, it's absolutely filled. Although the first family, but also Paul, here's the thing, it can go any way, right? You're like, the Paul family is so unique. It's like, they've done it, literally built it with their own hands. It's not store-bought, it's unique, right? It's like, it's so impossible to know. And each judge also has different things and quirks. And sometimes, you're like, oh, they chose that. And it's a very hard to call.
Yeah, it looks like the castle is the pick right now in the comments.
Oh, it is. I mean, we
Yeah,
do
that's
love
what
a
everybody else
castle.
thinking. Yeah, and so here's my thing. I love castles. And I love caves. My wife calls me a 5-year-old girl all the time. You want me to make your fantasies come true? Like I love castles and caves. I'm a member of the National Spelunking Society because I love caves.
Uh-huh.
But yeah, my dream is to get that Powerball. It's like I'm gonna build a castle and a cave. I'm gonna do it both.
I always say that if I won the lottery, I would have the best Christmas display ever. I would just seek a mill into it and just build. I'd hand
Mhm.
build stuff. We did have a cave. We had caves in our Halloween Fright Fight episode with the
Oh,
pirate
okay.
ships and the Kraken, and I forget the
Yeah,
name of that guy, but he ended up winning, and he had caves.
love caves. Now, have you been to Christmas, Indiana?
No,
They have a theme park called Holiday World where
uh-huh.
it used to be called Christmas Town, and then they changed it to like have Halloween and Thanksgiving. But it's a theme park built upon Christmas. So
Oh, that's
that's the
cool.
name of the college. They have the Santa Claus Hall of Fame there.
Wait, is it all year round?
Yeah,
Or
that's the
just
name of the town. It's Christmas, Indiana.
Oh,
And then they build because the Christmas, Indiana, they have the Santa Claus Hall of Fame. They have the theme park. Everything in that town is Christmas related, and it's an entire town, and it's not all that small either.
oh, that's cool.
Kind of neat.
Might need to
Oh,
go.
Evelyn's saying she had the opportunity to meet the Paul family a couple days ago. They drove
Oh,
down to see her display.
oh, and this is what is really lovely about Light Fight is it really is a whole family. There's a big
It
alumni,
is.
but there's also a lot of people who mentor future light fighters. We do have people that give advice, that literally go and help line up lights, people who
Mhm.
lend lights to them because there's no rule how you get your stuff. Like you can beg, borrow, and maybe not steal.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Okay, so she's not done yet. Wait,
No, because
there's
it's but
more.
wait, there's more. Right? So
Yeah.
here's we got the classic example of coming in to having an interior display. We love interior displays. Um, we do love these beautiful old animated pieces. We've got a couple of we've had contestants in the past, and we do have some future light fighters who take all these old statues like Ben. Ben. Oh my gosh,
Trying to
his
think of
last
Ben's. I
name.
know Ben Siegfried.
Oh my
Ben,
God, Kristen, are you watching? What's Ben's last name? He won his
Ben in the
episode. He had all
chat.
the animatronic, the old statues from the department stores.
We need Brian or Kristen to chime in.
Oh my God, what's Ben's?
I don't know.
Oh my gosh, that's. Oh, hold on, I'm gonna have to
So
Google.
I remember that was it 2 seasons ago. I don't think it was last season. It might have been. You had the houseboat on where the majority of the display was in the inside, a bunch of stuffed animals, I believe, and
Oh
a bunch
yeah,
of
the
other
one at Long
displays.
Beach.
Yes, yes.
Sumner, Ben Sumner,
Ben
Ben
Summer.
Sumner, and he does Kringle's Christmas Land, and he's in Jenks, Oklahoma, and he won his episode. But when I found Ben, he did not have an exterior display. He had an interior window. He just had his window. And I said to
Okay.
him, how much more stuff do you have and can you put it out in your front? And he took me out to his shed and he showed me the hundreds of ones that he had. And I said, can you put that up now and show us some footage before summer? And he said yes. And he did it and he made the show that first year.
Very cool. So you flew out to his house then and did a
No,
walkthrough or
no, he
what?
filmed all of it. No, we were on
Okay,
FaceTime
gotcha.
and he took me out to the
Okay.
shed
Oh, okay.
on FaceTime and went, this is all I've got. And he would take those old just department store things and he and his mum would make them up. See, look at these lights in the tree. Look,
Yeah, I love them. I love those
simple.
strobes.
And there's uplighting as well. See, so he's got lights on
Mhm.
those trees. Oh, and then the mini light show with the little Christmas village.
And I love how weathers cooperate with all the episodes so far. There's no
Oh, it
rain,
does
there's
not.
not strong
No,
wind.
trust me, it doesn't always.
Yeah. Oh, I'm certain of it.
Well, and this is why I always encourage people to get their footage in early, especially if they're in high wind areas and high
Oh
storm
yeah.
areas and snow areas, because the amount of people who haven't got their footage in and then they're like, it blew
Mhm.
through and it destroyed my display, and then we can't pitch them.
Yeah. Monty, who's in the chat, he's watching us tonight. He had a lot of weather problems. He couldn't get his display up until today, actually.
Yeah, that's why we try and get you to get it early.
What I'm always jealous of, is of your cameraman, your camera crew. It is hard to film LED lighting, and you guys nail it every time. I'm always impressed by the camera work here.
Yeah. It's a very small team, but they've been doing it for years and they've kind of got it down pat.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah. I was going to talk. Yeah, it's hard to film LED lighting. The cameras don't like it. That's a good shot right there.
That's the money shot. Look at that. Look at the light. Look at it.
And
That's what you want. If it doesn't look like that, or it's like, oh.
I missed the inflatables earlier, but he got some tall inflatables on there. ABC. Go to ABC.
If you want it, lightfightcasting.com. If you know a great display, lightfightcasting.com. Oh, there you go. Look at that. Fancy.
I've had it as a scroller, but I'll do it big for a few minutes and stuff.
Yeah. No, get in there. And then, we often go into, if you're in like Facebook pages, like groups and stuff like that, you can always drop our names. It's easy to find me. I'm AJ Rochester, AJAY Rochester. You can Google my name. I used to host Biggest Loser Australia. I'm an author. I'm very easy to find. You can reach out to me on Facebook. You can DM me. I'm there. I'm on TikTok. You can always, at me at TikTok if you see a great display. Even if they don't have the address, you'll see me in so many TikToks going, does anybody know where this display is?
Yeah, we had Ann on the show 3 weeks ago. Ann Hill, one of your coworkers. So we were talking about how to find different displays, and she was mentioning, you got to nail all the socials and really hunt things down.
Yeah, I mean that is how we find you. We do.
The Light Fight Librarian castle was really awesome. It was. I like the castle.
Does he know we were just talking about him?
Yeah, everybody talks about Brian. Brian's the glue of the Christmas Light family. He's got the official, unofficial title. And,
he's the Rain Man of Christmas.
Oh, that's brilliant! I'm gonna start calling him that. That is awesome. Brian, I need you to change your handle from Light Fight Librarian to Light Fight Rain Man.
Like the stats that he knows, he comes out with stats that we don't even know. Like we often talk about him in meetings where we're like, how did he? Because we'll do some, podcasts with him, and then we're like, and he pulled out that
stat. Now, are you going to any of the conventions this year?
I'm not. I am a very busy girl. I've like a lot of things going on, so I am not at this point. But usually we don't really know, but I do have a lot of irons in the fire. I when I finished casting this, I cast another really big television show called Outlast on Netflix, and it does take up a lot of my time. And then I'm also writing movies, and I'm hoping to produce movies. I've got a movie that I wrote called The Beef Queen, and we have a very famous Australian director, and we're working on getting a producer. And it just takes time, and I do have a lot of passion projects that I'm doing. So, we only have a small time of doing Light Fight, and then the rest of our lives take over. And then we also like to take turns. I mean, I had a good couple of years of it, and now it's time to get the youngins in there, get Jamie and Alicia. It's like it's their turn to have fun. Like go and enjoy it. Go and meet people.
What was the name of your Netflix show? Outlast?
Outlast. It's a competition show. It's a survival competition show, and the new season that has come out next year is epic. And basically, I find people who could go and be dropped somewhere crazy and inhospitable and survive to win $1 million. $1
million? Okay.
$1 million. Yep.
Well, that's very cool. Yeah, I'm going to tell you, I'm not familiar with that episode, so I'm going to have to watch that, or that television show. Now, if you ever do anything with the Circle, I want to get on the Circle, so we need to talk about the Circle.
My friends cast that. My friends cast that show. Yeah.
We need to talk, AJ. That's one of my favorite shows.
Listen, casting's small, right? Like it is a really small industry. I know people on The Amazing Race. I know people on Survivor, Big Brother, and I have taken people and said, listen, I'll introduce you to the casting producer if you want to. Okay, here we
Yeah,
go. Where's she going? Where's she going?
now what Brian's really good at here is picking like reflections out of the car as it's pulling up. Let's see here. One, two, or three. That'd be cool if she throws us a curveball and picks somebody else other than what people are saying in the comments. I like it when she picks somebody I don't pick because she found a nuance that resonated with her rather than just what I'm seeing on the TV because she's there in person, or Carter. And I always like the explanations of why they picked the house.
Well, yeah, I mean, and it sometimes it's hard to know, it's like there's something. Also, you've got to remember what you're seeing is a small portion of what's shot, right? Like,
oh yes, yes.
They shoot 3-4 times more than what you're actually seeing. They feature the bits that they highlight the most, but there's plenty of things that they don't get to talk about. And so it's so hard to pick one that is like,
Yeah. Now, do you guys give the contestants all the footage or just what's broadcast?
The contestants are sent this, like a package that they can put on their page. They never get like all of the show. Well, it's like hours and hours and hours.
Oh, that's a good point. Yeah.
Oh, where is she? Where is she? There's a major.
You got blow molds out front. I don't remember blow molds.
See, that's what I mean. You might not see something that is featured, something they've shot, but like they just don't have time to show everything.
The hack, okay.
Hey!
Okay. The first family, all right.
Yeah. I love
all right.
It. I mean, look, clean lines, beautiful, original, well lit, beautiful, unique pieces. Absolutely filled to the brim. That's the thing. You can never pick it, right? You just.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. See, I like that, though. I like it when I have my favorite and somebody else has a different favorite, but that's
the thing is everybody loves everything differently. You just don't know. It's just.
If I had a pixel light show, I'd probably be in favor of all the pixel folks.
Well, that's the thing also, but also some people might go, well, the last family, there was a lot of store-bought, but then there was also the beautiful castle. And, this is all like, but there's pea sticks, they're store-bought technically. I mean,
Oh, good call. Yeah. You're not wrong.
So
you're not wrong. The price.
It's like you could argue back and forth about which one. That's why I say everybody deserves to win. I just love those trees. I love.
Yeah, they had the bubbles earlier.
It's like simple but beautiful and unique. Again, proving that you don't need to spend a ton of money. You don't need $1 million. You don't need 1 million lights. You just need to be unique, interesting, and bright.
So 12 minutes ago, Brian called it. Brian picked the Hack family.
Oh, he did?
Yeah, 12 minutes ago. It's timestamp. So he says, dang, I'm good.
I wonder, why? Were you reading Tanya? Because there was last week's episode and I knew, I claim I guessed it because there was a little moment where Carter had like a special moment and I thought that I read on Carter's face that he had decided at that moment that they were going to win.
My theory is every time Carter says genius twice in an episode, he's going to pick them. And I've been right so far.
Oh, that's funny. I'm pretty sure he probably says genius like 100 times, but they just
He probably does. He probably does.
Oh, she got her yearbook signed by Tanya. Oh, what a cute full circle moment.
For her. Good for her.
Oh, I love that. And look, there's the power of positive affirmations, all right? What do they call it? Manifestation.
Yes. And I always like the reactions. I always like the reactions of the family because a lot of them are truly like, we didn't know you were here to give us a trophy. They kind of,
Well, I'm not giving away any secrets on how we do that, but they genuinely don't know.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Brian goes through that on his 9-step course of how to get on the Great Christmas Light Fight.
He has a 9-step course?
Yeah. He teaches people. Yeah, so if you have anybody like, hey, what's it like? Just send them over to Brian. He has a 9-video arc step by step of what it's like to get on the Light Fight.
Okay.
Very
Oh,
cool.
love it. I always love like the little things where they walk away and they're
Yes,
like they
Daddy.
have those conversations of like, oh my God.
Oh
Especially
yeah.
when the judges left and they're walking back into their house after the display.
Yes, and now they're having a watch party right now. They probably got 80 people over there having fun, hanging out.
And so I was going, if I put my town on board or decorate the town. We don't do whole towns. We have previously, we did like, I think a neighborhood and we also did a family,
Yeah.
like neighbors. But we don't do towns per se, but that's not to say we won't one day. It's something we've definitely considered and we've definitely done some research looking for.
Hmm. Yeah,
Okay,
there's
let
a
me put,
town just outside of Wichita where I'm at that got a hold of me about a year ago. Said, "Hey, can you help us get on the light fight? We don't do the whole town." I'm like, yeah, they don't do that, but I appreciate you watching the show. So we got a
so
pixel
this
show. It
episode
looks like.
we have Horn, Martin, and Vistali. Um, three very unique displays. This is my favorite part, the teaser package, where
Yeah, I'll
like
give
you
you
get
that.
to
Yeah,
see the little vignettes of all of the things that are coming up.
it looks good. It's good editing. Not that ABC would have bad editing, but I like it.
So we've got clearly three very different displays. We've got oh, see now I haven't seen this footage. I haven't seen that house. So like I'm watching this. I'm literally watching it fresh as
Well,
well.
so back to California. Okay.
So we do
So
do a bit of a road trip when we film. So we do try to like find clusters. And this is an igloo.
my father-in-law had a house just like that. He was a tourist attraction in Indiana. He had like 10,000 birdhouses in and outside of his house. But the
It is
same
the
same type of
first
house.
time we have ever had a giant igloo on the
Yeah,
show.
Geo Home. That's cool.
So
I mean, so California, you're not going to have any snow there, so you're not going to paint that white. But he's going to decorate it up. Oh, was that some footage they filmed themselves?
yeah, there
Yeah.
is stuff that you're like asked to kind of do like as you're building it and stuff like that, just so we can kind of show this because the crew only comes out for like the actual filming.
Mm-hmm.
So this
Yeah.
was a brand new light show. They had only been up since 2022. So it was like, wait, let me just get my facts right. Is this the Horn family?
Lulu.
No, this is the Martin family. This is the Martin
Oh yeah,
family.
Mark family. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. So I'm not going to reveal who, but we did actually have some Light Fight alumni help them get their display over the
Okay.
line because getting ready for filming it's a giant process, especially if you're new. And here's one of the things I say to people: if you are enjoy the time it takes to get on the show, because sometimes it's better if you know your display, you know where everything goes, you're used to it,
Yeah.
versus if you're new and you're suddenly having to grow exponentially to get on the show. It can be very stressful and very
Mm-hmm.
challenging to get everything done by the deadline, especially coming up for our new year. You will have to be filming in September, which means
Yes.
depending on how long it takes you to get your display up, you're going to be putting it up in summer. And, we fully concede that that's not okay for everybody. And those people, unfortunately, it just is what it is. It's how we used to film the
Yeah.
show. It's
Mm-hmm.
now going back to that way. But it also, you don't have to keep the secret as long, right? So you don't have
Ooh,
to
good
hide the
point.
trophy for a year. You only have to hide it for a few months. But, there's like pros and cons to it.
So how long has this family been trying to get on, do you think?
See, he was new. He was brand new. So that's why I was kind of saying sometimes it's hard because he was so tired. Oh my God, the poor guy. He was absolutely shattered. I don't think he slept like the week before the crew came
Really?
out. See, look, now here's a really simple opening. It's a tiny little igloo. You press it. The magic of television lights it
Ooh,
up. But look at this. And
that
one
looks
of the
good.
things, he glues his lights down the pathways which,
Oh, really?
yeah, to keep them kind of stayed. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, this is
Okay.
crazy. This was a display that was only up since 2022.
Okay. So he's
Filmed
new
last
to the
year, so
hobby.
filmed in 2024 and aired 2025. And it, like, there was only a tiny little bit of footage that we found, and then Alicia found this person right towards the end of casting too. And we were like, an igloo, we've got to get them on the show. And a slide, and like, oh,
Nice. Yeah, the drone footage really shows that they have more on the property than what I thought they had in the first shot. Nice. Oh, they got the whole Eskimo hood up and everything too to go with the igloo. That's a cool costume.
yeah, it's very cool. I love it. Look at it. It's so beautiful. Of course, you're going to make the show. You're going to make the show faster because we've never seen anything like that. You know, like, if you've got something that is so unique, you're going to make the show much faster than something that is just kind of something that we've seen a lot of, you know? And that's why even like the last family that we showed that had store bought, they still built scenes around the store bought stuff.
Right.
I mean, this
What
is just,
the question is, what categories do you have for the light fight? You don't really have categories. You just kind of have the
no,
displays, right?
yeah. I mean, a lot of times people are like, why don't you put all light shows competing against each other? Because this, whilst the community would like that we're broadcasting to millions of people around the world who they might not want to watch 3 light shows because they might not, you know, people like different things. Some people like static, some people like light shows, some people like store, some people like blow molds, some people like inflatables. So
Mm-hmm.
it caters to a broader audience, which is
Mm-hmm.
why we don't have 3 of the same kind of shows on, because you've got to keep people watching and being entertained.
That
Now,
silhouette
Carter
piece
loves
they
a
just
build.
showed.
We know that Carter is a carpenter. He's a tradesman. And whenever you've got something that's uniquely built, he is going to get behind. He's going to ask questions. He's going to get in his hands and knees. He's going to want to see how it was built. Fun fact about Carter loves when you hide your lights.
Yeah, yeah.
Right? Like Tanya loves anything that has heart and sentiment. Carter loves the nitty gritty building stuff.
That includes Giatano and a few others. That's a behind the scenes hint for you. Yeah, last week Carter was saying, "Hey, you take the back of your hammer and you dig a trench in your hydro wire." He goes, "My man, I do the same thing." Like, I think he might win for that.
He'll
He
get
didn't,
down
but
into the dirt and dig up something to find out how it works. It's really funny. And obviously, you don't get to pick your judge.
God.
So just keep that in mind. It could be either judge because you don't know. I don't
Yeah,
think you know the judge that's coming.
slides are a great addition there.
Isn't that great? Like, listen, interactive elements with children, anything you can do that kids can get in and have fun with, like last week's episode with all the children's names on the stockings, anything. And then and the peekaboo one, the people who won those little, can we get in and play, and how interactive can it be? Look, it's a simple moment. It's just a kid down a slide with lights around it, but it's what the spirit of Christmas is about: sharing. It's about families. It's about children. And it's about having fun. And so being able to kind of have these cute little moments. Oh, I love a Christmas tree farm. Let me tell you, this is a really good, effective way of filling a yard, right? You can recycle trees. You can ask your community Facebook pages. You can ask the town, the city council on January, bring your trees here. You can revive them. You can paint them. You can decorate them. You can have themed trees. It is a really easy, effective, cheap way to fill space. If you need to fill a yard, a Christmas tree forest is a genius way to do it.
I would like to see like a. Go ahead.
No, bridges and tunnels also. Tunnels, little houses, netting lightings, creating houses, all of those. Again, see the net lighting, the ground lighting. They're all great ways. And lines. Look at those neat lines.
Mm-hmm.
See, when you pull back and you see those lines, if you're going to line your yard, line the front, make it sections, because when the camera pulls back and you see that, it just chef's kiss.
I love the but wait, there's more. Not so you get three families now. You get more of but wait, there's more moments. I like that.
Yeah, and look, if you don't have them initially, as we work with you, we're going to help you develop them. And if you're not like
Oh
if
yeah.
you have trouble coming up with ideas, I will sit with you during our think tank. Basically, a think tank is a 30-minute Zoom with me. You show me your footage, you tell me your story, we dig and we're like, who are you? What are you about? Like if you're a firefighter, have a firefighter theme. If you raise money for rescue dogs, have a rescue dog theme. Like we can if whatever you're passionate about, we'll tell your story. If you have a farm, let's tell the story about your farm. What are you farming? Where does it come from? Who do you service? You know, like you could do a farm to table story.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like the story ideas are endless. And I love helping people come up with those.
I would love to see. You say farm to table. We don't see too many. I don't think there's a hayride ever been on the light
We would
fight before. That
love
would
a
be neat.
hayride. We have
That'd
been
be neat.
looking for a hayride. We've had some talks with some people. Halloween, obviously, it's very popular, but we would love
Yeah.
a hayride, a Christmas hayride, a dairy farm that does a Christmas display. Because
Ooh.
why? Listen, if I can put Carter or Tanya on something that moves, I'm very happy. I'm consistently being like, can we put them in a small car? Can we put them in a boat? Can we put them on a tractor? Can we put them in a truck? Like one of the first things when I'm working with families, I'm like, what can I do with the judges?
Yes. It,
It's like,
unleashes their inner child, lets them have fun, and
yeah, like, you know, last week when Tanya walked in, like climbed into the little house and had her little gingerbread.
oh yeah. But
It's
Brandon
great.
saying he thinks he's lines. I think I heard that earlier.
We do like a straight line. We do.
Bill's saying hopefully he's on there one day. Bill's got a great display. Bill, if you want, I can send your footage into the light fight this year for you. I know how to do that.
I
When
think
you
we
send me
know
your
Bill.
footage.
I'm pretty sure we know Bill.
Okay. Okay.
But send it anyway. Send it in case. Listen, I always say I'm better receiving it 5 times a year than to not, right? Because
Okay.
also sometimes we might have dealt with you a few years ago and some people just accidentally slip through the cracks. You know, it might accidentally slip off a page. Somebody new might have deleted it and somehow you fall off.
Oh,
If
okay.
you've dealt with this in the past, feel free to come back. Also, you might not have been ready, but now you are because people do grow, right? So, like, we do love a grower. We have a joke. It's like a grower can go into a shower, and we do love people who grow. We are willing to work with you. There was somebody who came to us about 3 years ago, a young kid, and he's like, I want to get on the show. This is my goal. This is the year I want to be on. And we're working with them and we're like, okay, great, you know, advising them and like, we're happy to grow with you. The Pratt brothers are the classic example. When we found them, they just had the facade and that's all they did. And we just waited. And then one year they went, we're going to build a roller coaster. And we were like, sure, we'll wait another year.
All
And
right.
now the Pratts are legendary.
Yes. Is this the karaoke moment? Oh, it is the karaoke moment. Okay.
See, we love interactive elements. Have something fun, right? Now, there's not necessarily a million Christmas lights, but how can you turn your garage into something different? You can make it a Santa's den. You can make it a cave. You can make it an igloo. You know, like there are ways that you can have Christmas fun as a but wait, there's more moment without having to spend money or do anything big.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this kind of gives me like that hayride, Halloween type of vibe because it's interactive. You got karaoke, you got walkthroughs. So this display is layered, isn't it?
I really do want someone to do a hayride.
Yeah, Brandon's saying he can put him on horseback.
Oh, we'll do that. Well, horses we might not because, like, you know, might be a
Oh,
bit of a liability, right? But a tractor with a trailer.
so a buddy of mine here in town, he does the Cinderella carriage rides. He's big into horses. But if anybody in Wichita ever gets on the light fight, you can borrow my buddy. He says he'd like to get on anytime. Okay. So carriage rides would be fun.
Yeah, no, we'd love that.
So that's a
We've
good
had,
shot right there.
yeah, we've had a Cinderella carriage. We do love a sleigh. I mean, we've had tons of sleighs. We do love sleighs.
I always wanted to get a sleigh and put it in my front yard, but sleighs are actually pretty expensive.
They're very expensive. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like I'm not gonna drop 10 grand on a sleigh. That's a car. That's a heck of that's a brand new car when I was growing up. But 10 grand.
Yeah. You can build it with plywood though.
Yes, yes, yeah. In the promo to tonight's episode, there's a lot of wooden cutouts, and
Yeah, there is a
that's
lot of wooden kayaks. Yeah.
Wellington. I forget the name of the company. There's
This,
one company that does them all.
well, also,
Virginia, okay.
it's really popular to. Okay, this is the musical family that I was talking about before. So these people opened their Christmas light fight interview with an original song, singing a song, and I believe when this display comes up, it's their own version of a particular song. Now, that being said, you don't always get to choose your music because sometimes people have like really expensive music and it's impossible to license. Well, sometimes it's just impossible to license. You just can't get it, or it's $1 million. So whilst your display is judged with the music it plays on the night, it might air with a different song, but you're only judged at that moment on that night.
So do these folks, they write all their own music?
Yeah, they're a whole family of musicians. The wife is a music therapist. All of the kids play multiple instruments.
Nice.
And yeah, it was just so funny when they launched into song in their interview. Oh, pixels. Look at that. We love pixel pushing. No one will ever understand the pain of pixel pushing other than us and people who do it.
So our friend Kurt from the Kurt Clear Christmas Cable, he used to live in Virginia, and he's talked about this family for a few years because there was only two people in that town that did a show. It was Kurt and then the Horn family, and then Kurt moved out of town. But yeah, Kurt's buddies with the Horn family.
Well, because theirs was a traditional display, and it's only been a light show since 2022. So they were fairly new to doing a light show. Oh, and look, this is how they weigh down their stuff, the cinder blocks. Oh, there's the twins. That's the twins I was.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
And they literally weigh it down with cinder blocks. Now, fun fact, Mike, the husband, is in a 90s cover band. He's like the ultimate wedding singer.
All right. One of the best genres for music all time, especially for country.
See, look, this is them recording their song. And so look behind them, we have a village. Listen, if you have a village, interior village, break that out, put it in your garage, put it in your living room, have that. But wait, there's more moment, which is obviously coming because we're seeing it in the background. Okay. Look at this.
They got the makeup on with, okay, I like it.
And we clearly have a guitar that is probably going to, I'm guessing Carter's probably going to grab it to play air guitar.
Now, if they bust out in like some Boys to Men style acapella, I'm like, they got to win.
Well, they did record their very own song. It was original version of Up on the Housetop.
Okay.
I mean, they're clearly extremely talented.
I like all the hats.
We love people to dress up. We always get you different.
Yeah.
I want to know if he's going to grab the guitar and play air guitar.
Ooh, good call. Yeah, my daughter asked me.
Look. Hey!
Got it on.
Well, and I do encourage people to have an idea of what this light up moment would be if, like, when we do our interviews, like, come with an idea. You're not stuck with it, but, like, just have a few different ideas of what you'd ideally like to have the judge do. And anything's possible with the magic of television. Trust me, anything's possible because realistically, right, like, that's not connected to the entire display, but it's connected to this. And then you have the magic of the light up, right? Like, don't worry about how we make it happen. Just worry about what you want it to look like.
Yeah, I saw that guitar at the expo 2 or 3 years ago. I'm like, that guitar makes me want to do pixels. I'm like, I'm not going to do pixels, but that's a great guitar. So I've always been a fan of that. You don't see that very often. I think I've seen it in one other display ever. So that's very cool.
Well, isn't it? I think is it Larson has the giant guitar? Or is it Hensi?
Yeah. I don't remember. I know
Larson or Hensi have the giant guitar. Yeah, the piano. I think is that Larson? If only Brian Michaels was here, he'd know.
Yes, yeah. Brian's hanging out the Slankards tonight. He's at their display hanging. Yeah. They're having taco soup tonight. Okay. Yeah,
Okay.
that's what they're having tonight. Uh, so how often have you ever been to filming? Are you hands
I
off of
have
filming?
been twice. I went to a
Okay.
family in Burbank and I went to Cracklaw. Um, and I tell you, when I went to Cracklaw, it was the coldest, windiest, most
Was it?
freezing night. Woo! I was like, I don't know how you do it because I was bundled up in my car.
Yeah. So yeah, they're saying it was a Larson show.
Oh, Tom Bet George. And now it is Nice and Light. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it's Nice and Light show.
Yeah. So yeah. See, cold doesn't bother me. I'm lucky like that. But so you're more of a hey, get me in some warm weather, and I
I
don't need
don't
the
like the
30-degree
cold.
winds.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no. I want my AC at 74.
There you go. All
Yep, I do.
right.
I'd rather be roasting hot than freezing cold.
All right. I think our AC is set at 68. I think it's
Oh,
always warm.
God, no.
Yeah. Well, I think about it'll be 110 here with the heat index in the summer. So yeah, good times. But hey, I'm putting we're putting a sauna. We're building a sauna house in our backyard. Put a sauna in there, and it's gonna be fun times.
Love a
So it'll be
sauna.
190 in there.
Love that. That's my favorite place to be.
Yeah, Christian's confirming. She said Bet George at
But
first. Yeah, very cool.
yeah, it is.
Nice.
We love
I
it.
do like your hat. I forgot to compliment you about your hat. I'm a sucker for a Santa cap.
Yeah,
I
gotta love
love
it.
a Santa cap.
Gotta love it. Did you see Tom Bet George's display on YouTube this week? He had a big,
Oh, not this week. I saw this Halloween one though.
oh, yeah, no, he's got fireworks and, I mean, he goes big.
Okay, we had the fireworks last year, the year before. I'm like, you can see in the video, you can see the fire guys in the background. I'm like, ah, it's awesome.
I thought he was going to just have a couple, but it was like a full blown fireworks show. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, so yeah, he started with the floodlights, then you went to the lasers, and then you went to the spotlights, and now it's fireworks. I don't know how you go bigger than fireworks, though. I think he's gonna have to invent
Well, he has
something.
drones as well.
The drones, yeah,
I haven't seen drones
drones.
this year. I don't think he did drones. I mean, he did it for some, but I think he releases like one clip a day of the different songs.
Yeah, so guys like Tom, guys like David Peace, who are on the light fight and then turn it into a business. I'm so envious of that.
Yeah, it's
That's so
smart.
cool. You get to do Christmas lights all the
Oh
time.
yeah, and there's been a bunch like Jordan Maywald. He has a lighting
Yes.
business.
Yep. Yeah, this
Um,
is Jordan's last year for his current display.
oh well,
He's going to do something else, Christmas related, at a different property.
is he going to go like a professional, like Pratt, like commercial?
I don't know. Brian knows, and George, of course, knows. But I know he's started creating his own props and selling his own props. So I don't know. I
Oh,
don't know
good
what
on him.
direction he's going to go. I haven't talked to him this year at all.
I love Jordan. Love him.
Shut Joe. He's talking about the hat. Did I send you a hat last year, AJ?
You did, yeah. Hote at the 3.
Yes. Yes.
I know. I should have worn that tonight.
Oh, no worries. No worries. Just want to make sure I sent you one. So let's see here. Nice pixel show. The big money shot. Oh, he's got a yard full of props. Okay.
That is packed.
See, yeah, a pixel light show that just has like an outline or it might be gingerbread. Like, but if you're decked out like this, let's go.
Look at that. Oh, peace sticks again. I swear to God, there's so many of them.
Wow.
Look at that. We love a mega tree. We do love a mega tree.
Wow. Steve's saying he's in love with the show. Steve does a pixel light show. Okay.
And look at that. Look at that. Look at those matrices. Here's a fun fact. Coro. Something that new that people are doing. They didn't do it here, but what's becoming very popular is to paint the Coro so that
yes,
during the day it's still, and it also like fills it, right? It's like less white,
yeah,
becomes more colorful. It's not for everybody, but I thoroughly encourage it because like it's kind of adding a layer of DIY. It's making it look more unique. It can certainly make it look beautiful during the day. But when it fills up the light, it actually fills, instead of having all that white space, it's actually colorful space. Obviously, you know, each to their own, but it is just something that I do encourage people to do, especially bigger properties when they have to really fill in a lot of space. Filling that color instead of having it white can kind of help balance it.
Yeah, I tell people always pick the props. So I did. I just took 2x4s, wrapped them with lights, and left them vertical in my house. And people couldn't tell they were there until the lights came on. Like, I want some color, so I spray painted them RGB. And like it just made the yard pop. Like, there's so much color everywhere now. So I tell people always add color, because our lights are seen during the nighttime, but during the daytime you want it to look nice and festive and encourage people to come by later. So yeah, color is always awesome.
Look at that.
That's a cool display.
It is cool.
This was in California, if memory. No,
and listen, it's simple, right? Like, it's simple. I know a lot of those like designs are store bought, like you know, generic props. But look at the lines, and they filled all the spots, and they've made little sections. You've got your gingerbread section, you've got your pea sticks. Again, you know, you're just filling it with these little walk and talk sections. You've got your nutcrackers, your little gingerbreads. You're making little sections. So whilst, and this, like, that's clearly like he's built that for that, so that they can all like just put them down and pick them up, especially if you're living in windy areas and you need to be able to kind of pick them up and put them down, take them away.
Yeah, so one thing about Coro is you can call Boscoyo or Gilbert Engineering or any of the Coro manufacturers. They will make you your own design. You just have to give them a heads up. Yeah.
And we love that. Anything that you can make that's unique is something that we really encourage.
Or those antelope dancing in the Matrix. Oh, those are reindeer. What am I talking about? It's a Christmas show. like they look like antelopes, but they're reindeer. Okay.
Look at those panels.
That's
look
a good
at that.
shot.
That is great. I mean, that's called filling your house. That
is it not? Yes.
Filling every last piece on that house. You know, like the dark spots are only dark to make them kind of lines delineated, but that place is full.
AJ, I'm tempted to call it right now and just say call them the winner as the second group. That's a great display.
It is great. It is really great. I actually don't know who wins this one either.
I'm curious to see what the weight there's more is going to be, because I don't know where you could add. There's nothing in the backyard. It doesn't look like from the drone footage.
It looks like there's something on the side.
Okay.
Maybe
I've never seen those pixel candles before either. Those are neat.
There could be something. Oh, wait. She's pointing. What's she pointing at? Where are they going?
Come on, Carter. Come on, Carter.
Okay, what are they doing?
Oh, I've not seen that coral before.
That's got to be. Oh, it's a narwhal.
Okay,
they probably created that themselves. They probably designed that themselves.
I'm ignorant. What's a narwhal?
It's like a dolphin-y type thing with a pointy.
Okay.
Clearly, I am not a marine biologist, but it is a marine creature that has a unicorn horn-like thing on it.
It's the unicorn of the sea.
But again, yes, the unicorn of the sea. But clearly, again, I haven't seen this, right? Like, we don't get to see it before. We only get to see it when you see it. So what is this? Oh, somebody who's watching this, tell us what this is.
Top of my head, I want to say it's the Grim Reaper.
Does anybody tell us?
I don't know. Anybody in the comments comment who can hear the audio, we have it muted on our side. Tell us what he says that is, please.
And clearly, they've designed it themselves, because you're not buying that. Oh, here we go. Wait, is it? But wait, there's more. Oh, there's a whole other section.
There is. Okay.
Oh, it's like tacky at the. What is it? Tacky in the front and tacky at the back.
Yeah, it's the mullet of Christmas.
It's the old-fashioned. Oh,
that was Krampus.
Krampus. That's what it was. Thanks, Kristen.
Yes, Shaggy. Santa Shaggy. Krampus is it the German? I think it's German.
German,
But,
like bad Santa or something, scary Santa.
yeah, if the kids were bad, he'd come in and steal the kids in the middle of the night. So the bad kind of stalking.
That's how you get your kids to be good.
Yes. Krampus is coming.
It's German version of you're going to be naughty or nice, right? You're going to get a block of coal in your stocking. I love that. If you've got a backyard, it is a great second reveal, especially if you do something completely different.
Interesting. Okay, so they had the back, they had the inflatables, all the pixels in the front, all the inflatables in the back, and the stagnant lights.
Hey, that's great.
Okay, so yeah, right there, the drone footage, you can see it. But I like how the neighbors have the porch light on.
It's like the ditto sign.
Yeah.
They're like, we turned a light on.
Yeah, one of my neighbors has they put a VW Bug in their front yard, and they put a life size Grinch in the driver's seat, put a floodlight in the driver's seat, and then there's a string of lights coming off the house into the VW through the sunroof. I'm like, that's fun.
Oh wow,
that's fun.
I love it.
They may have locked it in on this episode. Gonna hard to beat. So yeah,
yeah.
We can't hear the backstory.
Yeah, we don't know. We're just judging on visuals.
Yes.
All right. This. Is there going to be? No, he walked away. So that's it. So it's now the new family, which is the Vistali family, which I found.
Okay. All right. So we're gonna switch our loyalties and go with the one AJ found for a second. We'll see
all about the one that I found. No.
Yes.
No. Listen, it's a team effort. We all love our families. You know, it's really fun when we find something and we get them on the show, and especially when they're huge fans of Light Fight, and it's like a dream come true. We just love to make people's dreams come true, and it is a joy. And again, they're all as good as each other. They're all beautiful. They're all unique. They all deserve to win. But you know, you do find a connection with your family. Listen, sometimes we can spend years with these families, and we go through.
Oh yeah.
We learn the kids' names, and the kids are growing up, and you know, good things happen and bad things happen, and we go through it with them. And you know, it's like when I first met Kristen in this display, she'd just come out of chemo, and you know, she's a breast cancer survivor, and then she had to have a second round, and it's like, she's an incredible woman. They raise money for breast cancer charities. They take something that was an extremely difficult, hard situation, and they turn it, and they still, despite going through all of that, manage to get Christmas out, and they still raise money for other people, and they raise awareness. And you're like, there are so many people who are grumpy and miserable going through life, and these people just wake up and glass half full it.
Cancer's stupid. Let's be honest. Cancer stupid.
Sucks.
Chuck Jones Jr. said he loves the pointers. Thank you. Chuck Jones Jr. is one of my favorite animators of all time. He used to do the Looney Tunes back in the day. I don't know.
Oh,
It's probably not the same Chuck Jones Jr., but I remember that name.
That's cool. That is cool.
Krampus could have went without stopping off that.
No, listen, we like to share different cultures and different traditions.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. If you're a diverse family, or if you know of a diverse family, we love sharing different traditions. If you do Diwali, Hanukkah, we wanted a Hanukkah house forever, you know. We encourage you to go crazy and do it. We've had a Diwali house. We had that a few years ago. Diwali's the Indian celebration of light.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember the family.
And then we had Filipino Christmas last year. I think it was last year. Italian Christmases.
Yes, I remember that one.
Yeah.
Brandon's saying he's not sure, but he's a black mind like me. Having three families makes the hour go quicker for some reason.
I don't know. I think just getting to know people's stories a little more.
Yeah. Get more invested in the family.
I think, you get to know them, and you get to, then you have your favorites, and you're like, oh, I like this one better. And and you're seeing more of it. So you're like, wow, this deserves it more than this one.
Yeah, my goal is to come on the light fight when you whittle it down to one family per episode.
Right. Yes. And
I'll
you
come
just
on
win the
then.
money. Yeah.
No, the trophy. Keep the money. I want the trophy. How do you say
Vistali.
the
Vistali
Vistali? Is that right?
family. And
Okay.
believe it or not, it's Vistali family. And you're never going to believe that they are Disney fans.
Okay. Which works out great for ABC.
Yes, it does because
Okay.
we are Disney. So
Right. Yeah.
Gary's a woodworker. He learned from his grandfather, who also
Nice.
made wooden cutouts. And I do believe they like had one of like the original pieces that his grandfather had done.
Oh,
They like
really? Okay.
restored them and then they kind of continued to grow them. Um, and these people have the most
You have an
incredible.
arch.
Oh, wait, there's more. I can't wait. I'm not going to spoil it for you because it is.
Okay. I
It's
appreciate that.
unlike we've ever had. They give out
Build
1,000 candy
attention.
canes every year.
Really? Oh, give out.
Give out
Okay, I thought you
1,000
said put
candy
out.
canes.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah. Well, and that's really
Yeah,
common. What?
I said I'm a sucker for one of those individually wrapped small candy canes at Christmas time.
Aren't we all?
I
I
like
always
those.
hang them on my Christmas tree. Okay, inside. Oh, there's a little sneak peek of inside. That actually was one of the real chairs from Disney. These people have collected actual Disney memorabilia. From
Really?
Disneyland.
Okay.
Yeah. And you'll see that
All
shortly.
right.
Lots of cutouts. Look at that. Beautiful. Handmade, not
Nice.
bought, made from scratch,
Okay.
painted, designed, built.
Well, I know that the Winfield company will sell out like designs. They send you the designs you trace them, but it looks like they might be doing this themselves.
Well, so yeah, no, they are doing it themselves. I wanted them to,
Yeah.
when you have a pool, if you have a pool, I'm always going to talk to you about doing something. And I asked them if they would make it into the boat ride from Disney.
Okay.
And
Oh
they did.
yeah.
I said, hey, can you do this? And they went, sure.
Now, how did you find this family?
Again, a YouTube clip. I stumbled on it and I was like, oh my gosh. And I literally found them like right around Christmas, like literally the day before Christmas. I remember messaging her right over Christmas. And I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. You have exactly what it takes. And so, for example, they weren't doing their backyard, but they did the backyard for the show to come out. You know, so when you work with a producer and you work with me, it's like, okay, what else can we add to it that isn't just the front yard? And then obviously you're going to see their interior, which is just mind-boggling. And then I was like, but I want another, but wait, there's a moment. And they have these crazy dinosaurs in their backyard, these like dinosaur statues. And I was like, can we put Santa hats on them?
No, I loved how the mom is jumping up and down when she sees Carter. I love that kind of enthusiasm in the meet and greet portion.
Oh yeah, I love that they made Carter his own ears.
Nice. Oh, you're gonna have the little fairy tale magic wand.
Yep. See, it can be something super simple. It doesn't have to be a big moment. It doesn't have to be big engineering. We're going to wave the magic wand and it's going to all light up. Love it.
Okay. All right. And again, no wind. It doesn't look like no rain, no wind. So we're looking out with weather so far.
1, 2, 3, and woo!
Oh, nice. So it looks like incandescents and props. Very cool.
Right. And everything lit up. Spotlights again. Okay. If you have those props, if you use a spotlight to uplight them, they're going to sparkle. And also they use iridescent paint with the glitter paint. And that makes it sparkle even more. Just gives that little shine.
And they're using the driveway.
And they repaint them every year. They repaint them fresh.
Oh, do they really?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's one thing I talked about in last week's episode is I think it was the Luna family used the driveway and made like a walking path through their driveway. It looks like they put some props in the driveway here too.
Yeah, and I know that you might not normally do that, but we do ask for you to do that for the show. Fill out your driveway, do the garage door. We love kids running through. It's so cute. Lots of.
Eddie's a fan of the Disney.
Oh yeah, and look, you know they've lit up their trees. We love it.
Nice.
Love it.
So you said they have something, but wait, there's more inside. Is that right?
Oh, they have yes.
Okay.
Yeah. But obviously Disney, everything Disney we can do. There's certain things that we can't license because it's not Disney. So, if you do have stuff that you can't license, like the Grinch, we generally,
Yeah.
even if you put it up in your display, it won't get featured on our show, or usually we'll just, either request it doesn't go up for filming, or it's somewhere where we're not going to see it, like it's kind of hidden. But
Yeah, the Slankers were talking earlier tonight that there's some drawing that he did, but he didn't own the copyright to the drawing, so he said he had to pay a $10 copyright thing for that. You know anything about
oh
that?
no,
Yeah, the first I've heard anybody ever talk about something like that.
yeah, that's interesting. Well, I do know, like even like with tattoos, you can't show certain
Ooh.
tattoos on television because they're licensed to certain artists.
Brandon, who is it that has the Light Fight trophy on their leg? I know it's one
I
of the
don't
Texas
know.
runners.
Who is that?
I forget who has that. They were on the show the last 2 years. It's one of the Texas bunch. I'm about to think about that for a second.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Or Brian, if you're still watching, let us know.
Yeah, Brian will know.
Yeah. So I like the tree there. They didn't overdo it with the lights, but they accented their tree with the lights. I like an accented tree. You can throw lights on a tree and it's fine, but it kind of goes with their ambiance.
And look at the roof. It's not anything special, but it's filled, right? Like
Yes.
just fill the roof, because the roof is such a suck of light, right? If you've got a
Yeah.
bland roof, it just that it ends there, right? We want to see the extension. Okay, so you're about to enter. These people have spent their lives at Disney, and they have collected real Disney memorabilia from fun fact, Disney has sales all the time, where like an auction where you can go and like buy the seats from the park, or buy the steering wheel from the river
Yeah.
ride, the river cruise.
Did you know that Disney invented projection mapping?
I did not know that.
The Haunted Mansion ride, the Crystal Ball, was the first thing that was ever mapped projection wise.
Wow.
So they invented it 1968 or 69. I forget which year
That's
they
really
did that.
cool. I love
Yeah,
that.
but I knew Disney had a sale, but I'm assuming it's online nowadays, and you can just get on there and buy stuff. But
Yeah, and they've collected stuff. But they have this wall, which you're going to see. It is amazing. It's you know how we have the fireworks at Disney every night, right? Well, they have a fireworks inbuilt light show on their wall that
really,
is a recreation of the fireworks at the end of the night, and that hand
that's
painted by them,
genius.
built by them, with the lights, and the lights are in the wall. I hope they show it. I mean, again, I'm watching this the first time, so like, the thing is, not everything gets shown because there's just not enough time. I can't imagine they
Yeah.
wouldn't, because it's like literally a light show built into the wall. So I would.
Brandon wants to know: were they originally just interior, then added for you, or were
No,
they
they
both
did.
original?
They did exterior. They just didn't go as crazy. They were mostly like cutouts. They did line their house and line their trees for us. Like, they kind of built big enough, but their interior was always insane. We did get them to do the backyard. Like I was like with the pool, I was like, can we build the river cruise? Because they had like the anchor from the river cruise, from one of the original river cruise boats. And I was like,
Oh, nice.
look, and if you have a pool, I'm always going to ask you to build something around your pool. If you have a spa, I'm going to ask you to put Santa in the spa. If you like, it's just who I am. I just want you to utilize spaces that are interesting and unique that we don't usually see. So over the years,
Nice.
I have produced quite a few people who have had other things in their yards that we can do creative things with.
Yeah. There's a new clip never before existed, just came out this year, and it's genius and it's simple. It's a clip that goes on the downspouts of light clips, so you can now gingerbread your house incredibly easily. I haven't done my house this year, but it's just a clip, goes on your downspout. You put the bulb in it, you walk away, and it lights up your entire downspout. So you can
Wow.
light dark places. So
I mean, I don't know
feel
what a
free to mention that
downspout
to your
is, but
folks.
it sounds good.
Oh, on your gutter, it's what
Oh.
takes the water down to the yard.
Oh, yeah, that thing. Oh, that's smart.
Yeah.
I do love a
right on
gingerbread house.
Yes,
I do.
Your gingerbread this year. So do you have lights in your house right now?
I don't. I live in an apartment block, so we don't do.
That's right.
That's why I say if I win the lottery, I'll buy a house and put Christmas on it. But one of my all-time favorite houses, gingerbread houses that's ever been on the show is Walter Hazard's.
I don't remember that one.
Oh, he
What
was
year is
the
that?
same year as the drones.
Okay.
Yeah. Walter, when I
Two
found
screens.
Walter, he had a very simple display, and I was like, can you go bigger? And he's like, no, I'm not going to. And then over 4 years, he went bigger and bigger and bigger. And there was not a single spot on his house that wasn't filled. And it was just spectacular.
Very cool.
So here we come in. There's the wall. Look at that painting. They did that. There's the ring from the River Cruise. That's the original.
Lots of memorabilia. Okay.
All of this is all original Disneyland memorabilia.
Wow.
And look, that's the fireworks. Look at that.
Nice.
I mean, imagine living in this. This is how they live. They live in this. They live in a museum.
And bravo to them for marrying each other.
I know.
The way that meshes. So
that's like
good
my
that they
dream
share
husband. I want a Christmas husband. I'd love to find a Christmas husband.
There you go. That's what the expo's for.
I just need a rich husband who spends all his money on Christmas and doesn't have a wife. That's all. That's all I need.
Yeah. The Muck House. No, that's not the name of this family.
No, this is Vistali.
Vistali, yeah. The Haunted Mansion. There we go. Just talking about that.
See, this is all memorabilia from. Well, and this is the stuff that they've painted. Look at that. Imagine, these people are just beautiful. I love them.
Good for them. Oh, go sit down. Oh, but wait, there's more.
Oh, it's the show. They're going to do it. They're going to do it.
Are
they going to do it? Yep. Original chair.
Oh, okay. At the bench.
Okay. Are we going to watch it? Is it going to be the light show? Yes. Look.
Nice.
Look at that.
Nice.
I love it. And you know what's amazing? Sometimes we find these houses, right? And there's a few cutouts, and I'm like, oh my God, that's great. If you even have a few cutouts, I'm going to ring you and be like, hey, do you want to grow and be on the show? Because if you can make cutouts, you can do anything, right? As long as you put your energy into it, you can do anything. But you find this house, and they're like, oh, by the way, my interior looks like this. You are like, what? Because, they don't have this footage out for people to see. It's just for them to enjoy. Imagine having this beautiful thing in your house and I come along and I'm like, oh, my goodness gracious.
Yeah, those are fiber lights. Those are hard to work with.
Yeah, they built it into their wall. Oh, look, see, Carter, I told you. He wants to get behind it.
Like, show me how it works.
Yeah, this is like Carter in his absolute favorite moments, finding out how. Look at him. He loves it.
Like, show me the details. Oh, we cut it out. Okay. We're in the fiber through there. Yeah, fiber lights are hard to work with. Good for him.
Isn't it amazing?
Yeah.
And honestly, it's so fun. When we, the fact that this is my job, but also when these people just share this and they get to share it with the world, right? That's just been for them and their family and their friends. And now they get to bring this happiness to the world.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Now, one thing there's lots of things that are universal, but one universal thing that's every light fighter says is they love everything about being on the show, especially the camera crews, the producers, the casting folks. I've never heard a single complaint ever about you.
We
folks.
want it to be a
memory.
Yeah, we want it to be something that you cherish, a time capsule and a really special moment where you have a little bit of Hollywood in your home. Mm-hmm. So they didn't do any of this. They did this all especially for the show.
Okay.
Which is
the dinosaurs. Oh, the cruise. That's right. You're saying that you did have to do the cruise.
Yeah. I'll often suggest things. Some people never take my ideas, but sometimes they do, and then you get on the show. It's like, okay.
The people who take your ideas and get on the show. The ones that don't, So I've got the nice, I'm guessing dry ice here.
I presume so. I mean, these, like I said, these are all things that they did just because the show was coming out. So oftentimes we'll do an interview and we're like, what would you do if the show came out? What extra things could you do? And then sometimes we'll kind of, people will still keep building until like summer casting. And then they're like, oh, by the way, since we spoke, I've built all these things and here are videos of it. As long as you're showing that you're building it, like the Pratts who were showing us that they were building, their roller coaster. We're like, yep, cool. We're good. We can see it.
Okay. All right. So folks, get your votes in. Who do you think won? Since this is the third family, Carter's getting ready to leave. Who do you believe who won?
Who do you think
2 or
won?
3?
What's your choice?
I'm not a huge Disney overboard guy. I like Disney, but I'm not this into Disney. So I'm gonna go with the number 2 family. If you go overall display and dedication, you have to go Vistali. You have a choice. You have to go them. But I think probably Pixels. I don't know.
I mean, I'd go loyalty because it's my family, Vistali.
Yeah. Yeah.
But also an igloo is pretty amazing. Also, that house is absolutely packed with lights. Like, how do you pick? It's an impossible choice.
Yes, everybody did a great job. Rob saying the Vasali. Number 3 for the other Rob.
Yeah, I mean, I would pick 3. Not just because it's my family, but multiple elements. That wall, the collection, the pool. Like it's just, but again, you've got an igloo and you've got an entire house covered in like with a backyard, tacky and techie. Like again, how do you choose?
You're not going to get a bad winner. You never have a bad winner. So it's all about what resonates with the judge, what the judge likes.
They all deserve to win. And they are all winners getting on the show. I know that sounds so cheesy, but they really are. Like to get on the show is being recognized as one of the most spectacular displays in America, if not the world.
It's the Super Bowl of our hobby.
It is. It's the Super Bowl of Christmas.
Yeah. No, so I will say, if you have not heard this, everybody is terrified that going down to 3 families means ABC is losing faith. So we're telling everybody, watch the show, watch the show, watch the show. I don't know if that's the case or not. I'm not asking you for any inside baseball.
No, Hollywood's changing. Like, companies are shrinking and Hollywood's changing and people's attention span changes. A different format where you get to, see more with the more families. It's just, it evolves. It is just what it is. It's changed throughout the years and it'll continue to change. Same with the kinds of displays, like we used to all have giant displays. Now you can have something small and unique. Like it's always going to evolve. And, television is a shifting space. Yes, keep watching it. Yes, keep supporting it. Because if you don't watch it and we don't get the reality of television is if you don't watch, a show will go away. Like that. Yeah. That's not this show. It's every show. So yes, watch it. Yes, play it on repeat. Yes, save it. Share it with your friends. Talk about it on social media because that is the business. It is show business.
Yeah, sure, but it's business. The word business is right in there.
It is business. Yeah. It's business. The shows are on there, yes, to entertain, but ultimately to sell advertising. So,
you got
to get eyes on it to make the business.
Yeah, Bryce is another good one. I was good. The librarian is going to the light show again for this episode.
Wait, he's saying the light show again.
Nice.
I feel like that's a solid call. And also, what's interesting is for many years, people were like, light shows don't win. And you can't say that anymore because we have had numerous light shows that have won over the last few years.
Oh, yeah.
But there was a time back when light shows began, they didn't win. And I think it was a combination of it was new. I don't think the judges necessarily understood the work that went into it, but now they're educated and they see it. I think that there was a whole evolution of like learning what it is and appreciating what it is. And that also as the community evolved and engineering got better and creation got better, companies you could custom. Whereas in the beginning it was, this is all you could get. Now, like you said, you can be like, I want a narwhal and I want it to light up and you can get a narwhal, It's evolved into what can be an incredibly creative space. Whereas when it first started, it was copy and paste, here's the props that you have. So,
Right.
that now light shows are winning more.
What did you think about the drones after winning the light fight? They went on to AGT.
Listen, we're in the business of showing different light shows, and if there's a drone show that is incredible and it's Christmas, then we're gonna put it on the show. If you
Yeah.
have rockets that you shoot in the air that spray Christmas net lights that fall on the ground, and then you know what I mean? Like, we'll take anything that is new and
Yeah.
unique.
I just
That's
thought it was
our
neat that they
job.
were on. I thought it was neat that they were on both America's Got Talent and the Light Fight. I thought it was neat that they did both shows.
Well, we might not have known. Like, that's the thing. We might not have known that they
Oh
were
yeah,
doing, and both of us, we shot a year ahead.
yes.
AGT also shoots a long way ahead. So it's hard to know, like, you know.
Oh yeah, I just thought it was neat. Yeah.
But I love the drones. I was the first in our group of people to be hunting for a drone show. I was for years saying I would love a drone show, and then it just so happened that we got it and we made it work.
Yeah. It's unique.
It was unique, and we're always going to
Yeah.
put something that's unique on. If you're the next
Mhm.
person that's going to create something else that is incredible, then go for it, because guaranteed you will make the show faster if you have something that we've never seen before.
And they hit the Christmas circuit hard too. They hit a lot of conventions. Pretty neat.
Well, and there are people there are people who do pivot into professional, businesses, and uh, if you do, more power to you. I
Yeah.
don't begrudge anybody making money out of something they love doing. And also the story of the drones. If you knew why they did it, they raised money because of their child they'd lost their child, and they
Yeah.
donated the $50,000 to the charity. So, like, how can you begrudge that?
Yeah. You can't. Well, the Pixel winner. Okay. All right.
Hey,
House.
Brian called it again.
He did. He did.
Wait, so that's two light shows that have won 2 weeks in a row.
Yes. Yes. The light shows are on a roll. I'm curious to watch this back and see what all the logic is to what he says. I like the articulation of the show too.
Yeah, well, because obviously we're watching it blind. Like, I don't
Yeah.
know what these families have
Yeah.
said and done. Like, we know them in their very infancy, but by the time they get to the show, they're shooting so much more in depth, and I don't get to see that until I see it here. So I'm seeing it without what everyone else is listening to.
Yes. So when the judges go to all these houses, do they do everything in like 2 weeks or 1 week or what?
The filming is like 3 days at the most. They get in
Okay.
and get it done. And then they move on to the next town, which is like somewhat nearby. They try and
All
do like
right.
a road trip so that, when you've got the trucks and all the equipment, they kind of go in a straight line.
I like his color pattern there too.
Yeah. I just love the two, like the front and the back. It's like two different
Yeah.
worlds. It's like you step into another world.
Yeah.
I was doing a think tank with someone who is similar to this, and I was like, wouldn't it be really good if you built like a Matrix style wall where you go from like your techie to your tacky, and it's like you're going through a portal from like
Hmm.
modern Christmas to ye oldie Christmas, like going back in time. And then I was like, why don't you build a time machine, and the judge gets in the time machine, and like, I'll come up with crazy ideas. Listen, you don't have to do them, but like, if you want interesting ideas to make your standard display something unique, I am happy to work with you, and happy to. Wait, they've completely upped the roof coverage game. They're true. That like, this is roof coverage, Kristen. That it is
Yeah.
absolutely roof coverage.
Yeah. And I tell people all the time, I said, hey, light fight folks, tell you, get those dark spots out of there, put some light in and do something unique. But I like today what you said, that you need like 8 different what's this kind of displays in your yard.
Yeah.
That's a good range.
Minimum, because you want 8, but you really want like 12 to 15 so we can make them the best that they can be, and then that gives you choices. And then, you know, when it comes time to edit, then we've got unique pieces that we get to talk about.
Yeah, Krista said roof coverage is no longer an option. Now it's who has the most roof coverage.
It's true.
Shoulder blow bolts.
No, and it is true. You do need your roof. You do need your trees. You do need your dark spots. You need coverage, clean lines, fill the spaces, themes, you know, stories to tell. I mean, listen, it's the Super Bowl of Christmas.
Yes,
game on.
It is. And Krista was talking about shoulder blow molds. I loved the blow mold Christmas tree from 2 seasons ago, where Tanya was able to walk inside there and everything. Oh, this thing was amazing.
Oh yeah. See, like that's the thing. Is like, as much as we'd like to put everybody on, it really, you have to go hard. Like it, and we don't mean like, again, it's not a million lights. We've seen displays that are smaller and unique and have not cost $1 million, and they're not a million lights, but it's something that you've never seen before.
So yes, so send your footage to Light Fight Casting. Where do we go? Or there we go, lightfightcasting.com. Or if you don't know how, send it to me and I will do it for you. I've done that before.
Yes.
But don't forget. Now, Brandon, I see you commenting. I'm going to make fun of you in a second, Brandon. Just says, Charlie, thank you for doing this. Wish my work schedule. Love you to you more. Brandon, you sent me footage today. But you know what you did? You sent me footage like this.
Oh.
I need footage like this. Yeah. A great video, greatly edited.
Not like this. Brandon, we've taught you enough to do it like this.
So yes, I'll edit that. I was gonna tease you. But yes, you did a great job here as always. Thanks so much for taking time out of your busy schedule. Congratulations on you guys won an Emmy this year, right?
No, we won. No, we won an ARTAS award, Australian American Reality TV Award.
Well, I follow
another award too. We did win another award. We won multiple awards.
See, I follow Kristen on her thing, and she had an Emmy nom or something, and I forget what party Kristen, that you were advertising on your socials. But I knew you guys got nominated for something.
Well, yeah, we did win. We won a bunch of awards. We won an American Reality TV Award, and then we won something else. I can't remember what the name of that was. We got nominated for an ARTIOS Award, which is the casting ARTIOS Awards. Yep, got nominated for that. We got a CSA nomination. So
I'm just gonna keep putting up what Kristen puts up.
Yeah, Kristen knows.
Yeah,
but I did get to hold the trophy for one of them. I was like, "Ooh, look!"
Nice. Yeah, when I was interviewing Ann, she had the Emmy in the background. Like, I'd still rather have the Light Fight trophy.
Aw, wouldn't we all? Wouldn't we all?
So next week, Felicia's going to be on the show for the heavyweights.
Yes.
Can you give us any teasers about the heavyweights?
Ship's going to hit the fan. Love
it. So send your stuff into lightfightcasting.com. Thank you, Kristen, for commenting today. Thank you, everybody, for commenting today. Thank you, AJ, for taking time out of your schedule to do this with us again this year. That's awesome. Back-to-back years. Love it.
See you next year.
So hang tight with me for a second there, AJ. Everybody else, we will see you next week. I'll see you Monday for our weekly live, and next Thursday for the heavyweights watch party. I'm Charlie. She's AJ. We'll see you folks in the next video. Have a good night, guys.